Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome to your weekly energy update. And this week on January 28th, we have Saturn is actually going direct. It was in its retrograde for a while. It was in its post shadow, and now it is fully direct this week toward the end of this week. The overall energy for the week, though, is kind of quiet and easygoing. It's a time to really get caught up on any kind of backlogs or anything that we fell behind in because we were doing so much reflection in our lives. So it's going to be kind of just a cozy, gentle movement towards action that's going on. And as far as like work week and work, it will be a positive week where it's really beneficial towards teamwork, towards negotiations, brainstorming, things like that. Saturn energy, they're the wise old grandpa kind of energy where they do the work. They just really get into reflecting on and challenging our old ways of thinking, helping us kind of transform the way we approach things, expectations, and all our supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos around different areas of our life. We're challenged to work at those and question those and transform them into something that's more fitting for the energy now. Stuff we did before was good for then. It helped us, but now they are outdated. It's time to move into something more in alignment with what we're going through right now. What's great, though, with Saturn is that we have a work that we do that they offer us. Say, if you work on this, they also give us a reward. So for this reading for this week, for each individual zodiac sign, we're just going to be asking, what was it the work that we were given to do, and now what is the coming reward? So as I said, we have a reading for each individual zodiac sign, and we're going to jump into yours right now. All right, Sagittarius, this is your weekly energy update, and we're going to start off pulling a card from the Seeker Oracle. All the cards I use in a reading I do list in the description box down below, so if any of them catch your attention and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. And the first card that we're going to pull here represents what area of your life or where did you do the work, to get the reward, which is what we'll look at next. All right, well, right off the bat here, and you have Seek Inspiration. Beautiful horse card there. And we'll put that right here. And let's see what energy comes in with this for you. So according to legend, when Pegasus was a young colt, Athena took him to the Isle of the Muses, who then raised and loved him. In his excitement upon his arrival, Pegasus struck the earth with his hooves. A spring flowed forth from where his hooves landed, and these springs were said to be a source of inspiration and were sacred to the Muses. There are times when we find ourselves without inspiration. We lose direction and need help to find our way. In these moments, there are many things we can do to find inspiration. A walk in the woods, meditation, listening to music, all can help clear the mind. Guidance from a role model or mentor can also help, as can brainstorming with a friend. Inspiration can also find us in the form of synchronicity, like a random and seemingly unrelated occurrence that felt like they are all connected or multiple events. For example, you could find a feather while out taking photos of birds. You pick it up and take it home, placing it on the table. You then open the book you were reading earlier, and one of the first words you see written on the page is feather. You brush it aside as a coincidence until you meet a friend the next day, and they mention a local ornithology workshop they're attending and ask you to come. You attend and find yourself inspired to take your interest in birds further. So you want to learn more, and so you apply for more formal and intensive courses. So you have learned to seek inspiration, knowing that what you seek will find you. So you have like the work that you did was about what inspires you, opening yourself up to the blocks that have been keeping you dim, keeping your fire small, and allowing inspiration, allowing this to flow. So you did the work on looking at what clogs and blocks were keeping you from this. Now we're going to pull from the wisdom of the oracle to see what your reward is after diving in and finding these. There to give you your card. Finding these blocks. And you have no place like home. That is card number 50. Look at these colors are so much alike too, especially in the house and the horse. So the essential meaning of this card is authenticity, coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving at a place where you just fit, being comfortable in your own skin. The oracle's message says home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest and create, a place that is known and you can call yours. So this card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is beginning to solidify as you claim your dignity and integrity, aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know who you are. You hold your head high, yet with neither pride nor humility. Instead, you stand as the observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul, and this puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe here in the house of your spirit, in capital S spirit. And I really like that. So inspiration, because you have found the blocks that were keeping you from being inspired. What those blocks were judgments and things that were told to you that you took on as true that did dim your light, made you feel small, made you feel unworthy. And that's where the inspiration just was barely like just a little bit of a wick that has just a little bit of a fire on it. But now you're able to feel like you are home and you are unique and you're here on purpose, for purpose. You're able to be bright and express your creativity. And so that flame is now growing bigger and larger and larger and larger. Now, these do have both a relationship and a prosperity message. And the relationship message, so what you are gifted with this, you have lovers and friends and companion animals who are at home in your life right now, or they will become feeling like at home in your life. So you will get into sync and be full of love. You'll be able to be secure in the knowledge of this homeness, and it will be reciprocated. Relationships will elicit a sense of emotional safety, comfort, and the best aspects of familiarity. You'll be at home in a relationship, and together you both will add love to the world. So I love that. So definitely this opens this inspiration, this passion, this fire, this really allows you to come home to you and allows you to express yourself authentically. And that draws someone to you that loves you for who you are, whether it's romantic or friendship or a family member, whatever it may be, or a fur baby or a feather baby, whatever. Now, the prosperity message for this says you will be able to act in an authentic way and command the world to reflect back to you exactly what is in your highest good. Your business choices, the investments you make, and the creative projects you immerse yourself in will be powerfully on point. Why? Because when you're fully yourself, radically accepting everything in your journey to date, both success and perceived failures, you will see the divinity in all things. Abundance will be a natural progression when you experience this kind of authenticity. I like it. And then these come with a protection message too, which this one says there are times when what is familiar and known is not the best choice. Human beings are memory-driven creatures, and we all look for certainty for what we know. Even the qualities we seek in other people and in external conditions are expressed in unhealthy ways. Avoid being too eager to find home. Choose something unfamiliar and trust that there you will find a new normal that supports your spirit. Remember, if you do what you did, you get what you got. So do the opposite of what feels right, even if it's uncomfortable, because what feels right is really what feels familiar, and you will attract and be drawn to the very things you don't want anymore. So this time will not be different unless you do something different. Yes, I like it. So definitely there is this changing up of things here, realizing this inspiration. Once you move past these blocks that have been holding you back, you're able to see things so much and not do what you always did and get what you always got. You're able to raise your vibration, allow creativity flow in relationship, in job, just everywhere in life. So I love this. And then you have the Light Seers Tarot, and we'll see what the final messages that Spirit has for you for this week, for this reading. All right. So what else for Sagittarius, please? Okay, they do into that one, and that one, that one, and that one, and this one right here. Okay. So we'll start with this one here. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. A life overflowing in the outside world. Yeah, so blocks are definitely getting removed. You're really becoming aware of them. You have been coming aware of them, and those are what are falling away to allow you to move into this place where you just feel at home with yourself. I mean, the 10 of Pentacles is a very fulfilling, like your whole outside life is just feeling full and whole and complete, like you're at home. Yeah, well, and then you have the Sun card too. Beautiful, beautiful, bright, bright, fiery energy, which is very Sagittarius, but this is about victory, wholeness, completeness, the light shining bright on all areas of your life. So bringing in this wonderful, wonderful bounty. So you definitely are having this flow open up that's really taking you different places in your life. Yeah, and you have the Page of Cups, which would be the, about new love, new higher feelings, of course, new passion that is igniting, helps you feel so different, feeling so complete, feeling so full of love, and just like your heart is finally able to express itself. So beautiful energies that are coming in here through all of this here. And then you have the King of Cups. So the King of Cups rolls over emotion, rolls over the cups suit, but also all the kings are given air, which is the mind. And so they are a person whose emotions are balanced with the mind. So they're able to really feel this change, not be so moved by emotion in one direction that takes you into that dark side of the pond where you feel very low about yourself. This is balancing, really allowing you to see things from a different perspective, from a higher perspective here. And this love, this Ace of Cups that's offered in both of those, is the unconditional love from up above. It is the chalice, the Holy Grail. And like I said, it fills up and overflows with that beautiful, eternal, unconditional love from above. So your life does feel very full and overflowing. I mean, 4 amazing, beautiful cards for this here. And then you have the Justice card. In the Justice card, you can see here the Ace of Swords here and the balancing of the scales. Well, this is the balancing of things out. The Justice card, we start off out of balance. Everything that's weighing us down is this huge weight of this small t truths that are rooted in the fears of losing conditional love. And so there's this large amount of all that's just weighing us down. But then you feel trapped there because you're not taught that there's other choices. Well, there is a second choice on the other side of the scale that's way out of the picture, which is the scale that will be able to house those capital T truths that are rooted in unconditional love, right? All this unconditional love. And the more we expand it, the more we understand the truth of things, that capital T truth, because this Ace of Swords that you're given is actually also, it's double-edged. Allows you to cut away small t truths that are rooted in those fears of losing conditional love, those ones about your worth and your abilities and who you're supposed to be and should be and must be and need to be. And you're realizing that those are just opinion, you're cutting them away, which are allowing you to really come into tune with who you really are and what you're capable of. So there is this beautiful just explosion of passion, this explosion, like it talks about here, of inspiration, because you are seeing the things that limited you before where these false rumors were not true. They were just opinion, and they weren't even about you. A lot of times when people are speaking and saying things, it's because everyone's a mirror, and what they're seeing in the mirror is themselves. And so when someone said something crass and that you took on as something about your worth that made you feel really small for so long, you realize later they were talking about themselves, not me. So you don't have to take that on. Ten of Pentacles with the little tree of life here from the Kabbalah. Really, it reminds me of the family tree too. Things that are passed down from generation to generation to generation. You're a powerful individual that is able to stop so much of that to continue to being passed down from generation to generation. So there's a lot of freedom, not just for you that's coming in here, but for other people that you touch as well. So wonderful, wonderful journey here unfolding. And I love this coming to home feeling, and that this inspiration sparks within you as you free yourself from this cage of the old ways of thinking. So I'm excited to see what you do with this and what you move forward in doing with your newfound freedom. So I love this for you, Sagittarius, and this is what Spirit has for you this week. And if you're looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out pick-a-card readings, monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign, and a few other types of readings throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of these and get updated immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then by clicking the subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. And if you go in there, there is an option to select for all. And if you do that, two things happen. One, of course, you're notified immediately when I post new videos. But two, you're also notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. In addition to that as well, you help spread the Zen Love, and you do help the channel grow in significant ways, because when you like or share one of the videos, if you comment on one of my videos, if you subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy, crazy happy. It wants to automatically share the videos of my channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of that stuff I mentioned, please know I'm very, very grateful. And these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is located in the description box of the video down below. All right, beautiful people, as you go throughout this next week, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. We'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.